Hello, this is Adam Lathrop with the Iowa-Illinois Safety Council. This is the week that we should all be over in Dubuque for the 67th Annual Professional Development Conference, but the COVID-19 virus has run amok on all of us. But part of what we do during the conference is we recognize the award winners for the last year. And we still wanted to make sure that we gave credit where credit was due for all the companies' great work that they did. One of the things that I did want to take a minute, though, and talk about is some of the options we have out there for training. Most of our classes are shut down for the foreseeable future, but we are offering some of them as virtual classrooms and some in traditional online training. So please take advantage of that. And also take advantage of our video streaming as well. Finally, we did have some great speakers lined up this year, and we wanted to share as much of that content as we could with you. And some of them have agreed to do a webinar. So we will be sharing information with everybody as these webinars come up. And we want to make sure that with all the great information out there that we still find a way to get it to you. So stay tuned on that. Before we get into the award portion, I'd like to take a minute to thank all of our sponsors. Without the support of our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do the extra things that we like to do, including some of our Alive at 25 work, our work with substance abuse and the seminars that we've put on, and some of the roundtable discussions that we've been able to host over the years. So again, great big thanks to all of our sponsors, including Alliant Energy, American Packaging Corporation, Central Iowa Power Cooperative, Corteva AgriScience, EMC Insurance, East Dubuque Nitrogen Fertilizers, ESCO Group, Higbee and Associates, Holmes Murphy, IMT Insurance, Intertech Alchemy, John Deere, Mid-American Energy Company, Pekin Insurance, Precision Pulley and Idler, Rousselot, Russell Construction, Syngenta, Thompson Electric Corporation, Wandling Engineering, and Wright Service Corporation. Again, big thank you to all of our sponsors. The Iowa-Illinois Safety Council Awards are divided into three categories: Hazard Control Safety Awards, President's Award, and Community Enrichment Award. This year, we're going to begin with the Community Enrichment Award. This year, we had 7 very deserving applicants come in for the Community Enrichment Award. People who apply for this award are doing things around their community that better the community as a whole. Things like building parks, maintaining trails, funding special interest projects. So all these folks have done a really great job this year, but our winner for the 2019-2020 Community Enrichment Award is Syngenta, Pekin, Illinois. Syngenta gives back to the community on a yearly basis, but last year their donations were up 150% from previous years. To make all this happen, Syngenta has a community support committee that researches viable programs and pitches them to management for approval. This last year, Syngenta held a food drive where they were able to gather and donate 1,000 pounds of turkey and other sides, providing Thanksgiving feasts to 100 families in the community. That was their largest donation to date. Other activities included serving pizza and wrapping gifts over the weekend at a Shop with the Hero event. Not only was Syngenta one of the key sponsors, which provided a $100 gift card to children nominated by first responders, but they also were at the event serving with the community as well. Additional activities include the Fight the Fight event, a community event that brings education and awareness to about addiction to the community. They also donated financially and with a runner to the St. Jude Chicago to Peoria run. Other contributions include monetary donations to FFA programs and 4-H programs, and finally, they donated vegetable seeds to the University of Illinois-sponsored Master Gardeners. This serves multiple counties where they grew produce and in return gave it back to the community. So again, congratulations, Syngenta, Pekin, Illinois. Our next category is the President's Awards. The President's Awards come from the Hazard Control Safety Award program, of which we get roughly 200 submissions from 100 companies. We then go through and pick the 5 best at identifying and mitigating hazards in the workplaces. First one is Alliant Energy. Alliant Energy ergonomists coordinated with fleet leadership to measure WBV and as a result, fatigue from employees. They identified the issues and coordinated with suppliers to get new seating within their tandem axle trucks. The result of which has been a reduction of 45% of WBV in new tandem axle trucks. Atlantic Bottling Company in Des Moines. Atlantic was having a tremendous amount of MSD injuries in their Des Moines distribution center. The order builders averaged 150 to 200 cases per hour. They wanted to reduce the amount of product handled, especially for the most sold SKUs. To do that, they purchased a Ty-Guard cloth forklift, which layer picks product from the pallet and is brought to places where pallets go directly to the customers. It can handle between 1,100 and 1,200 cases an hour, alleviating workload of order builders. They have seen a dramatic decrease in injuries after implementing this project. John Deere Waterloo Works. John Deere Waterloo Works implemented a module manipulator. They were seeing an incredible amount of issues with ergonomic issues to the back and above the shoulder. After implementing the program, they have seen 0 safety incidents in the last 7 months. Operators share that they feel noticeably less fatigued and sore at the end of each day. Russell Construction, Davenport, Iowa. Russell was experiencing an issue trying to replace windows in a 17-story apartment building. All units were occupied, and the windowsills were still well below the standard guardrail height, which would expose workers to a fall hazard. They could not use conventional fall protection. They designed a fall restraint dead man to withstand more than 2 times the expected force and can be moved from room to room. They were set up for use with a 6-foot lanyard, which prohibited workers from moving past the window opening. World's Finest Chocolate, Chicago, Illinois. World's Finest Chocolate was having an issue communicating hazard information to people and actually having it read. To combat this, they installed a powerful laser projector to display important safety information on the floor in the entrance of the operations department. This can be updated several times a day with all pertinent information, and sometimes maybe some fun with it as well. Our last category is the Hazard Control Recognition Awards. As mentioned before, we receive about 200 submissions for this award from about 100 different companies every year, all of which have identified a hazard within their workplace and found creative and interesting ways to mitigate them. All of the folks that you're seeing right now have submitted for 2019 and 2020. The Iowa-Illinois Safety Council takes each submission and judges it individually for the President's Award. Furthermore, all submissions are put on our website as the Hazard Control Library, which all members can see. So chances are, if you're having an issue with a hazard that you've identified, somebody else may have already found a solution for it, and it may be on our website under the Members Only tab. Please take a look. I want to congratulate again all the winners of the Hazard Control Safety Award, the President's Award, and the Community Enrichment Award. And I want to welcome you all, and hopefully you get on your calendar soon. May 5th through the 7th is our 68th Annual Professional Development Conference in Coralville, Iowa. We hope to see you there. Have a great day.